Welcome back to the mod manual. This is part 2 of a 2-part walkthrough on EvilCraft, where I'm just playing the game, playing the mod, and doing things as they come. If you were there for the first part, we rushed to make automatic blood with the trees and the saplings, and now we have a little setup for that, as well as getting the blood infuser. And to be honest with you, the rest of this walkthrough is basically me just enjoying EvilCraft, having the resources I need. I did go and start a iron golem farm for iron ingots. I was really getting tired of making all those like promise acceptors, so I went and got the iron to help get that started. My inventory starts to get really messy towards this because I did this without what's it called, the refined storage or applied energetics or whatever system you want to use. So it's really messy right now. I'm messing with that eternal bucket, and I was kind of playing with, I've only really used it in creative mode because, I mean, how often do you really need to, you can just put two water buckets, you know, beside each other and you'll get infinite water, but apparently this makes one singular infinite water source. I was curious what it was, so I went about making that. So we're collecting ingredients right now and trying to keep our inventory organized. And eventually I'm just going to have to rely on that sort inventory button in the top right because it just gets to be too much. Nice. So now we're going to the nether and we're looking for that glowstone, trying to get that eternal bucket of water like I was talking about earlier, and trying to get glowstone for just some of the later projects as well. All right, now we were gonna go to mine. All right, now we were gonna go mine, and then we fell and hit, and we were going to get our body, and we got this flesh. So I'm gonna take this humanoid flesh, and if I remember correctly, I can use it to make rejuvenating flesh or rejuvenated flesh, which I can feed with blood. And on the last walkthrough, I got the spectral glasses and I got the full setup. So now I can get that vengeance essence. With the vengeance essence, I can add to it. There's some more spirits. Let's kill them real quick. I can add to it, and eventually I can get that Garum Ambosia, which I'm going to go through this process right now. We can make some nice stuff with that. They just spawn everywhere. All these spirits all over the place. There we go. I just got to stick it in the blood infuser and I can get that. Nice. Right, short on blood. Got a little full. 1 AFK. More stuff to fight on the way. Get some more. They're always here. Eventually it just drives me crazy and I just take the glasses off. Nice. 4 of them. Nice. Now I can make the flesh. Now I don't need any food farms. This is so powerful, guys. This is so powerful. When I kill things, my blood extractor fills up and I can eat. I don't need to carry anything else. Always dealing with these spirits. I just wanted to really show you how much the spirits are up on me. This one's cool. Sometimes they look like different, you know, players and mobs. And just look at it refill. It's not as good as some of the other ones. It doesn't saturate quite as much, but it's free. I really have to get that weather container to make that bucket I was talking about, the eternal bucket. So right now I'm kind of playing around with the idea of finding that environmental accumulator. I make the weather containers. And I got some sugar cane already for it. I need the weather containers to get the rainfall to make the bucket. It's part of the ingredients to the eternal bucket. But also I want to make one so you can see it. And then I focus on keeping the inventory organized, and like I said, it's gonna kind of go out the window here soon, but as long as I can. I need to find an environmental accumulator to make these weather containers, or to fill them at least with sunshine. I usually turn the render distance up so I can see, and it's a beam that comes up from the sky. I actually see one right now. Nice. Oh. Yeah, make sure you throw the weather container in and not just a glass bottle. I was really confused. Awesome, we got some sunshine. But I need 2. Because I need to make these into containers of rain. Then I need to make the eternal water with them. Sunshine, add some buckets of water. Awesome. Do that twice, I'll have 2 of them, yeah? I only need 1. Awesome. Nice, it worked as I wanted it to. It's pretty cool. And then I'm just, kind of finishing out that iron farm I said earlier. That's initially what sparked me into getting it. I'll run through this real quick. I'll try to do as fast as I can. But it is part of the walkthrough, and the mod uses a lot of iron, so it is what it is. This is a good time to plug that I have an iron golem farm on my channel. It'll get you plenty of iron ingots, and to go with that, plenty of poppies as well if you need some red dye. One thing I did notice with this farm, sometimes it's different, just depends on the map, maybe even the version, is that I might have to turn the bed sometimes. Also, don't, like I did one time, accidentally sleep in the beds. They won't use them. Anyway, almost done, real quick. This is the most annoying part. You gotta line this boat up. It's a little different. Usually I don't use carpet. Cool little mod, carry on. You can just pick them up. I was kind of not really in the mood to drag them all the way there, so I'm gonna be honest. I just picked them up. Shift right click. I'm gonna talk about that mod here soon. It's a really easy mod to understand. Next, I'm gonna make some spiky claws. I probably should have made them earlier when I was digging into the sand, but I didn't. So I'm gonna make them now that I have infinite iron. It's cool. It makes getting the sand a little easier. I'm gonna have to go get some resources. I'm out. It's a constant thing. But I definitely have enough iron. Nice. I run around with a torch and then lose it. Good. It's dark. Awesome. We got plenty of resources. Sort this out. I actually did a lot more than just that, but I just gave you a little montage reel. Now we're gonna make this block of blood coat wax coal, and it is amazing. And I recommend you make it if you have EvilCraft, because when you stop smelting stuff, it stops burning. I've had this that I just made. I've had the whole time for hours. It's on like 9. It's on like 9. You lose a lot of your stuff in the smelters, right? In the furnaces. So just use it. It's good. If you want something quick, it's just blood. And honestly, once we get this blood infuser like we did, it just pops off. Look at me. I'm just making things at this point. So really, really awesome. We're gonna make the Purifier. I'm gonna show you how that works. I know I went over it in the encyclopedia, but I kind of wanna, I just wanna make one. I think it looked cool in the middle of my trees. Give it some sort of purpose. I need some more hardened blood and all that, Little shards. Nice. Make sure you break them with flint and steel. I got stuck in a spider web. Also, with the blood, you can't replace it with a block or something. You have to pick it up. Just keep that in mind. You gotta pick them up. Now that I have the Purifier, I'm going to move on to making the Vengeance Pickaxe, which is a good example in the mod to use with the Purifier, because it comes with a bad effect, right? So I put the Purifier down. It's full of blood. I already had it full of blood. And then I want to make this Vengeance Pickaxe. So let's look at it. It needs the shards, it needs the dark sticks, and it needs the diamonds. And then there's a sword that also has a negative effect that has needs the dark power gems and the dark sticks. So let's go get materials for those. Nice, so now we got the materials to make the dark sticks, and now we can make the pickaxe. I think we're just going to make the pickaxe today, actually. Because my sword's pretty awesome. But I think I can get some stuff out of this pickaxe. I don't have Fortune 5 yet. I'm going to need a book, so let me go out and get some sugarcane. The broom makes all of the gathering kind of trivial. And once you get that blood, this is all kind of easy, to be honest with you. We're going to make what's called a Blook. So we take the book, and then we're going to have to infuse it with blood. If you just put it in here and you just try to use the book, it will not work. So we go infuse it in, and there we go, we got it out. And that will be able to hold enchantments. You can tell it's working by the bubbles, which is pretty cool. I'll take the pickaxe out, and I'll take the book out. It looks like the book got the fortune, which is actually what I wanted. It's 50-50, it seems. Let's take the other one off just for fun. Put it in there. There we go. And now it's just a naked pickaxe. Awesome. And we'll put that fortune on our iron pickaxe, which we've been using this whole time. It's just a really good iron pickaxe. I haven't really needed to change it. I'm gonna have to go get some experience, but that shouldn't be an issue. Later, I'll get some experience. Now we're gonna make this Potentia sphere. This is the way we can get these ender pearls. And like I said, we're kind of just making items. There's not much else to do in EvilCraft once you get the blood and you have enough materials, other than making these big machines and making all these items. So we can use basic materials that we already have, or well, we might need to get a couple more, but we can use these basic materials we already have to make the sphere, which can ultimately make, with the blood infuser, ender pearls. There we go. Now we stick that in the blood infuser. And that gives us ender pearls. I tried to go to the nether and get some, but it was taking so long that I came back and went back to using this method to make ender pearls. It's just so much faster. Now we're making some dark power gems for the blood pearl. This item, once I made it, I really, really enjoyed it. I think you should make it one of the first ones like I am. It's one of the first things I'm making, right? After I got the blood infuser. Watch how you see how fast it is. Look at that. Anyway, we're gonna make a wooden exalted crafter. This is, I believe, so we can craft in our inventory. It's pretty easy to make a chest. And the rest of the pieces aren't too bad. Gold and whatnot. We already had some gold making, so that's pretty convenient for us. We'll put some more in there. And we're gonna, ooh, we can make this pendant. Oh yeah. And we're gonna come in here and we're gonna make this exalted crafter now. Boom, there she is. Check it out, it's a wooden exalted crafter. I think the difference between this one and the other one, oh, it doesn't go in my, okay. So it doesn't come with the support for the curious, which is kind of a bummer, but I'm pretty sure the way it is now, you can probably put it in yourself, and maybe I'll go over a video in the future. First, let's see if we can find the bind for it. If it has a bind, that'd be, at least it has a bind, right? So you can bind it to that. That makes it a lot easier. It just takes up a slot in your inventory. And it has its own inventory. My goodness, it has its own inventory. So I guess that kind of makes up for that. Can't have it in your bag though. I tried that. Nice. Because it doesn't really connect Like it doesn't feed into it the same way it would at a crafting table. I have to save the recipe, look at the recipe, and then I can fill that into the Exalted Crafter. So I'm going to use the Exalted Crafter just for example, but in this scenario, it's kind of an inconvenience, but it could be really useful if you're out in the open. And I think that a couple other mods have better versions of this, right? Like a crafting table and a stick I've seen at least that can interact with the JEI and has the Curious support, you know, I think even built in. So here we go. Got that string from those spiders. Let's make this Invigorating Pendant. Gotta make the golden string. Got that infusion blood core. And there we go. We got the Invigorating Pendant. We'll fill it with blood by holding it. No curious support on the Invigorating Pendant. Would be nice. I'm pretty sure I can just do it on my own end. I haven't messed with it in a while. Seeing if by chance it'll fit somewhere in there, which wouldn't really make much sense. And now we're gonna make that Colossal chest. We're gonna craft that Colossal chest. We're gonna take our wooden planks and we're gonna have to infuse blood to them to get reinforced undead planks. So you're gonna need to chop down some of those trees from earlier, or you're gonna have to go plant some more undead saplings and chop those down for logs and then turn the logs into planks. Awesome, that should be enough to start. So we'll start by making this 3x3 space. We'll make it 3 tall. Nice. Give it a little roof. Give it some sides and a back. Then we're gonna put our Colossal blood chest piece in there. And that will make the Colossal blood chest, which I just filled with blood. And this will repair all of my gear, including my gold chest. I also have some extra Promise of Tenacity I can put in there so it holds more blood and it goes a little quicker. And now all my stuff will be repaired forever. It's really cheap, really easy once you get the blood. I also need to get this environmental accumulation core, and that involves breaking this. I've been standing here for a while breaking that. That is a very short video for the amount of time I stood there breaking that. There it is. All these ingredients, you've seen me make them before. I'm essentially just gonna have to make them again. Iron block, blood infusion core, everything you've seen. By this point, I've gotten so many materials, but my inventory's kind of gone to trash, so I'm relying on that inventory button. And by now, hopefully, I would have some refined storage or something up, as you should too. I assume typically you're playing this in a mod pack, which I am too, but I'm focusing just on the EvilCraft. There we go. Make all these pieces. Nice, got that Sanguinary Environmental Accumulator. And we're out here with our Spiky claws, getting us some sand, because we're going to need to make some dark tanks. Lots of glass. Awesome. And we're going to use that wax. Well, it just goes in a perfect loop for us, the wax coated coal. And there we go, and it puts these little smoke spots up where I'm gonna need to put these dark tanks at. Really get annoyed with these spirits, to be honest with you. I can't see anything. I'll just put these down real quick. Just where it shows. Oh, there we go. Nice. And we will will end up filling these with blood. And I'm just going to use all the things that I already have to fill it up. Just go get some more real quick. Okay, I've just about had enough of all these spirits, so let's just make ourselves a gemstone torch. Take a dark block, put it in the smelter, and it'll give you this brimstone. And you put that with a stick, and it'll keep them away. Nice. Now we're gonna have to like upgrade it a little bit, so we'll make that Dusted Bowl of Promises. And we'll start working on the upgrades and stuff. You've seen me do this before, I'm just gonna do it again. Get those Promising Sceptre started. They take forever. Take a lot of blood. There's one. We don't have enough blood, so we'll just take this one for now. This will be enough to upgrade this machine, and when we fill with blood, it'll start making that other one. Perfect. Let's go put that in there. Nice, I'll use the Exalted Crafter to make the rain version, and then I'll add glowstone to it, and I'll make the thunder version. The thunder version doesn't work for me in this one. I try to do it and no thunder comes out, but it might be a setting I had or something, I'm not sure. But I waited for a thunderstorm, and I put my wooden Exalted Crafter in there, and I think if I get some more blood, it might just work. Oh, well, there we go. It just started. Nice. Now when I die, it won't disappear. It won't go on the body, it'll be with me. Next, we're going to make the Spirit Furnace, and it's going to require dark blood bricks. So we have to make some dark bricks, and then we're going to infuse those with blood. First, we're going to have to cook up this stone, though, or this cobblestone to make stone to get started. Alright, so we're going to put the dark bricks inside the blood infuser. We're going to need lots of blood for this because we have to make a whole machine, and it can vary in size depending on how big you want it to be. We're also going to need to make a Spirit Furnace block, like a specific block for it. So we're going to make that as well. Awesome. That's a lot of them. So I'm going to build it out. It has to be able to hold the dimensions of the mob that you're putting in there. So if you're putting a zombie in there, it has to be at least 2 tall, right? Because a zombie takes up a height of 2. Also, don't forget to put a floor in, like some people do, meaning myself. Thankfully, we can jump really high. And we're gonna make that spirit furnace right here. Nice. And there we go. You have the spirit furnace filled with blood. And maybe we can upgrade it a little bit, you know, get it to go quicker. If this ever finishes, these take forever to make when you're making these diamond acceptors, so give yourself some time. Made some Dusted Bowl of Promises earlier, so we can use that. We got an Eye of Ender, and we can make a Promise of Tenacity. This will go great in our Spirit Furnace. Now we need to use the Spirit Furnace, and to do that, we have to make a Box of Eternal Closure. So we're going to need to brew some things. We're going to have to make a brew stand, and we're definitely going to have to collect some materials. Initially, I thought you were going to need to make like awkward potions. So I thought you'd need the mushrooms, but turns out you don't. So don't do what I did and go to the Nether and find the shrooms and do all that. Or do. That's up to you, I guess. I do have those bottles I made earlier from the weather container, and I'll just take the water from this cauldron and fill them into here. There's this part I was showing you. I went out here and gathered all these. To be honest with you, with the broom and the blood pearl, it's really not that bad collecting materials. It's really quick. So it turns out I was supposed to use a fermented spider's eye, and I went and gathered all those. So let's just make that spider eye real quick. Nice. Now I can brew these little potions, and I can use those to make the Box of Eternal Closure. Perfect. Now I'm going to take these out, and we'll use those to make the Box of Eternal Closure. And I'll save these for these mushrooms for another recipe. Also, I got this condensed blood that I can use to help move blood around or fill up one of my tanks. You get those a lot from the chests, and I found this by the Environmental Accumulator. Real quick, I'm going to make an ender chest because I need it for the Eternal Closure recipe. 2 of my potions, and the rest is just basic materials. Crushed dark gems, and there we go, we have it. It's already got a Vengeance Spirit inside of it. That's awesome. I let it out, but it'll be okay. I'll put something else in it. So let's get a Vengeance Focus, which we're going to use to push spirits into the Eternal Box of Closing. I'll show you here real quick, but we're going to smelt this iron that we got. Even though we have an iron farm, we just happen to also have some iron that needed to be smelted as well. And since we use our Vengeance Focus, we want to make another ring so that we can still go invisible. Here we go. We got our box down. Let's kill this guy real quick. Just die. Nice. Then we're going to take it, and you just hold the button and you'll see it just be dragged to it. It's like a tractor beam, and it'll go right to the box. Someone's hit me in the back. Don't get out here. Whatever. There he is. Nice. And we can just break this box and pick it up, and we're all good to go. Nice. So we have 1 trapped Enderman. We'll take that trapped Enderman, and we'll put it in the box, and we'll get some blood. There's a problem. It's not tall enough. The Endermen are 3 tall, so we're going to have to make our box a little taller. I like to put the Spirit Furnace controller on the corner, but I think I'll just build it up and let it be like on the edge rather than top corner. If you haven't figured it out, I am short on materials, so I'm gonna make some more. Okay, we're back. Got the bricks. Going up the top. There we go. It's all done. Now it's cooking. Here's our first attempt. Nothing. Second attempt. Come on. Nothing. So not every time you will get what you want. Kind of reminds me of the mod Hostile Neural Networks, I think it's called, where every time you try to make something, it gets better. This one doesn't have that effect. I also could put some upgrades on it. Probably could go really fast, but you know, it's my survival world. I might try to do it without upgrades till I get a few or I get some time to make some. You know what I mean? Hopefully, one of these times will give us one. Here we go. Yes. So we got an Ender Pearl. Nice. All right, we have a source of Ender Pearls. Now, let's make a Spirit Reanimator. So we're going to get another spirit into another eternal box of closure or box of eternal closure, and we're going to use a chicken egg, and we are going to reanimate whatever it is we put in that box, which was a chicken. So now we've got another chicken, and it's like the chicken never even died. Next, I'm gonna kind of make some of the last items of the game, right? It's towards the end, and I just want to make some cool stuff. So I'm gonna make this Sceptre of Thunder. It's supposed to make a thunderstorm, but it has a one-time use. I also found out that you can put bones into the blood infuser and get blaze rods, and that is crazy. I didn't know that before, so that's awesome. That'll save you a lot of time. And I have to strike these. I have to strike something by lightning. These Potentia spears, they have to get struck by lightning. So I'm going to use the Sceptre to do that in conjunction with a lightning rod. And I have this little technique where I separate them out and they all get hit by lightning. But if you put like a pile of them down, it'll just eat them. So you'll see. I'm going to make I think like the Mace of Distortion would be pretty cool to see. I always like the Necromancer staff because it's just unique. And I've shown you a couple other items, and I think it's a little bit of an overload. There's a few that I don't. Oh my gosh! Please don't blow up. Please don't blow up. Oh, I used that. Oh, there we go. Nice. Nice. Okay, good. That was really scary. Anyway, so I feel like I made a lot of items, and here we go. Here's me like put them down one at a time. Nice. There's a couple more items to be made, but I made some really big ones. Of course, you could always check the encyclopedia if you want to see some of the other ones. Oh, I looked away and they got hit by lightning. Well, that's good. I need one more anyway, I think. Let me just make one. This time I'm going to keep my eyes on it. Oh, there you go, you saw it. What? Does my shader make it so you can't see it? That's crazy. Here we go. Mace of Distortion. Oh, need a couple more. I have a head, I think. Yeah. Nice. And I definitely have some. Nice. From the blood extractor, I definitely have some spikes. So I got 2 of those pieces. Get some more blood for those. They'll automatically fill up. You look down on the hot bar. Nice. Fill in this one. Oh, it takes a lot of blood. And we'll fill the other one. Perfect. Now let's go use these bad boys. Oh my goodness, it's riding a cow. Oh, look how many there are. Oh, he just went right through them. He ignored them. They don't fight them, that's for sure. Oh, well, this is a power level. So 1-4, it's higher. Nice. Oh my gosh. Everything's hitting me. It's so dark in here. The pearl is amazing. I can kill this guy. Oh yeah, hit him with the food. That's a great idea. Anyway, I made a little trophy room. And I'll just show you all my stuff. Oh, maybe I throw it. I got these little display stands. They're so cool for holding stuff. I think they're one of the best. There's the broom we made earlier. Here's one of my favorite items is that blood pearl. Here's the food, right? Pretty cool. Let me eat real quick before I put it up. And then I had to go back and get the spiky claws. Spiky claws. I'm gonna stop the video right here because it's getting kind of long, and I think I've made a lot of the key stuff, and there's plenty more you can make, but I just wanted to say thank you for opening the mod manual. I really enjoyed working with this mod. I hope to put out more videos as they go. But please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Have a good one. Thank you.